Welcome, everybody, to beautiful Miami and Hard Rock Stadium, site of this year's Capital One Orange Bowl, part, of course, of the college football playoff. We are through the opening round of this year's playoff, and now the pressure is mounting in the quarterfinals. A matchup between one side that's had time to rest and recover, and another team that's battle-tested, already off one playoff victory. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the number 3 seed in the playoff, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And here we go, a college football playoff quarterfinal game. Only one team here can keep their championship dreams alive. Kickoff team out there. We're ready to rumble for this college football playoff game. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made on the right side. You bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. But, man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
Game moves the ball to the 40. It'll be first down. The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Breaking free at midfield. He's brought down, but not before getting into enemy territory at the plus 47.
Chris, I don't know. There's just something about that Bama uniform. When they run the football, it just feels right. It's a combination of having those big offensive linemen, a really physical approach at the line of scrimmage, and backs that are able to pick up first downs like that right there. Beautiful play.
Just gets in the way, taking a shot. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. And a huge gain before he's forced out of bounds. Big yardage to set up a fresh set of downs.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a great start in this big playoff game.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and actually just the rhythm to the offense. But they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. First down here for this offense. First play of the drive, they look to the right. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. And the single back takes the handoff. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 31.
What a nice job here by this offensive line in the back to pick up this first down. And, Chris, you know better than me growing up in this area. Penn State's offense and the ability to run the ball, probably been doing it as well as anybody in college football for decades, going back to guys like the late, great Franco Harris and Kajana Carter and Larry Johnson and Miles Sanders more recently, and, of course, Saquon Barkley. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Penn State running backs, and I'm sure they're proud to see him running the football the way he is today.
And he picks up the first down before they get him to the ground.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of them.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Caught quickly. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. The Nittany Lions come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. They don't block the defensive end and show some quickness for getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact. That wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
A gain makes it second and medium. The back's got it. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on third down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. To the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. An inside deals now from the shotgun. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Caught near the goal line. Defense makes the tackle with the clock running. That'll probably be the final play of this first quarter. So it's 4th down and 2. They could make a first down without scoring. Linebacker shifting around now. 4th down, looking to throw for it. Looking for 6. makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Like this, they're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. They scored a touchdown in their last possession. Let's see if this defense can make adjustments and prevent that this time. First play of the drive, they come out throwing. He's running out of time here. Gets loose, able to scramble for a solid gain.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. I love the concept. I love the idea. Here, they don't give up the big play. They prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
They're going to run it. Breaks loose at the 40. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain and a first down.
Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the mark, inches away.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football in this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
They'll look to throw it here on second down. Looking to scramble now. Slides to avoid the big hit. This Alabama offense is moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a play. Going the other way. Can they stop him? Across midfield. Out past the 30. At the 10 now. Going to take it all the way in. Pick six. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. The takeaway and the touchdown. That is just a dream play for any defender.
Well, let's start with the interception. I just love the fact that he got his eyes turned around, found the football, and then has the athletic ability to be able to secure it. Then he goes back to high school running back days and shows him what he can do with the ball in his hands and takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Beautiful thing.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down to the 47.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Catch made on the left side. Breaking free at the 35. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
They'll hand it off. Trucks through the defender.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Looking right, this one caught. Forced out of bounds, but a nice gain there, and the offense will have a first and goal.
Boy, another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Brought down at the 3 after the completion. The offense really threatening now. All right, second down and goal now for this offense. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Looking to the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. Not much on the return, but they create a turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They'll actually lose yardage after the catch. The defense all over in that time.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to attack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Backed up at the 1. He's going to throw it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Well, now it's a nightmare for any offense. Third and long from their own 1. They got to get it. And he lost it deep over the middle. Dives to make the grab for a huge gain.
So impressed here, Chris, with this effort by the receiver. This ball's thrown way downfield, and actually it's thrown beyond him. I thought it was too far. This guy somehow lays out and comes down with a huge completion.
Looking to throw again. And he's going to launch it deep again. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's an incompletion here, and I bet this secondary is going to play a little bit deeper just to make sure they don't get hit on any deep throws later in this game.
Second down, we're going to throw it. He pulls it in for a big gain. Tackle made, but it's a huge gain all the way to the 33-yard line.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly...
And the senior making a disruptive impact play.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
Looking to pass here on second down. He's looking deep here. Receiver makes the grab inside the 15. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up with a first down.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
And the Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And this pass is caught. And they wrap him up, but the gain is good enough for a first down.
Chris, that's another positive gain for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
No press here. The defense backing away. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Penn State. That kind of execution in a long drive, that's why this team made the college football playoff.
That's exactly right. Being able to mix in the run with the pass, picking up first downs, and eventually coming up with the touchdown. That is a tough thing to do, and they made it look easy.
And the point after is right down the middle. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Pressure is coming. A sack on the play could not escape the pass rush. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. After the first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 17. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's a quick grab. Tackle finally made. That's a very solid gain, but not close to first down yardage yet. Now the offense will spend the timeout here, wanting to come up with a perfect call on this important play coming up. So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. That's a bullet pass to the left side. It's complete. What a grab near the sideline. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on that 3rd down play. They knew they're going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
The offense calls a timeout here. That's their 3rd and final of the half. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes onto the field. And now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. So with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. And this one is right through. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 12. The coach wishes he'd left that one in the end zone. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. The defense with more pre-snap movement. He'll take a deep shot. That one is incomplete. Took a downfield shot on first down, but missed it. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. And this pass is on target, caught. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down.
Another big play by this offense, and it continues to be the pass game. Between the offensive line, the receivers running good routes, and this quarterback making really accurate throws, they are dynamic and a tough offense to stop.
On the 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the senior leaders of this defense.
I'll say this defense went in at halftime, made some adjustments, and they look like a different group here in these first few plays.
Trying for a 4th down completion. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On 4th down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but is beyond the sticks for the first down.
That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
Man, that jet sweep action puts so much pressure on a defense. You get so locked in on the ball attacking you downhill. But when offenses sprinkle this kind of offense in, it stretches this defense out wide and can create some vertical seams for big plays.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Looking to chuck it again. Grab down the middle. It's Hunter. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. Offense going to roll the dice and go for it inside their own 40.
Really tight coverage here by this defense. Now, they give up the pass underneath, but do a nice job of rallying to the football to keep him short of that 1st down marker. And now we've got a decision here on 4th down.
Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. They've got him, but they convert on 4th down, and the drive keeps going. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Caught near the sideline, but just a short gain. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the 1st down marker. 2nd down after that run on the previous play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Oh, and he can't hang on. Wow, would have been a touchdown. Got to shake that off now. It's 3rd down coming up. Now it's 3rd and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. And he'll loft it to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Well, when everybody's covered, the tight end can be a quarterback safety blanket, especially when you're looking towards the end zone. Great catch to get them in for the touchdown.
They go up 18 after the PAT. Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Number 60 sets the kickoff.
Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Difficult to win games kicking field goals. And cut into this lead, they got to find the end zone. Goes to his right side there for the completion. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. But a huge collision blow delivered there by the linebacker.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice game.
Urgency now for the offense. They'd hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. Not a long return, but the pick changes possession. The offense will take over at the 28.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoff. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
Off the RPO, caught to the right. He's got room, looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State, and the route is on. Kirk, this quarterback told us this is my time to shine, a playoff game. He has gone out and backed that up so far.
Yeah, he's done everything that's been asked of him and more. Just a great job of getting into a rhythm. Really tough to defend. Right now, the defensive coordinator, you can see him down there. He's throwing his headset. He's frustrated. He's got to come up with some new wrinkles to try to slow this guy down.
And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, and the sack is made there by the freshman.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
That sack sets up a second down and long. Makes a quick grab. Breaking free at the 35. He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it.
And isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out the space.
They pick up the first on the ground. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
The offense trailing here in the second half. This is a crucial fourth down try.
Here we go.
It's an option look. Pitch to the back. And the runner steps out of bounds but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
I can really appreciate this offensive coordinator not trying to just do something crazy. You're less than a foot away from the first down line. Just punch it in and pick up a first down. That's what they call here, and it works out perfectly.
The sure hands. It's locked. And it's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
The defense does such a good job of taking any threat downfield away. All he could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Fires it. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a first and goal now. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. He'll look to throw it here on second down. The pocket break, and he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. That's a crucial score. Let's see if they can build momentum and complete this comeback.
Well, I know they're still trailing, but that score is a great first step in trying to break down this lead. You don't want to leave it all to the fourth quarter when the pressure really intensifies and you have limited time.
And the point after makes it a 35-17 deficit. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. He'll return it from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And the Penn State offense comes back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? It's a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 coming up.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and
lofting it toward the left sideline. And is intercepted. It's a short return, but the pick wipes out his scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33. Comes the opening play of the drive. It begins from the 33. The defense with pre-snap movement of its own. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Only a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces the defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams through this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice gain. Alabama comes up with the line quickly. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down in this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. Breaking free at the 35. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Second down after that previous play. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
Running back grabs it on a screen. Defense flies in to make the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
This is not how you draw it up as an offensive coordinator. You got a first down play, and you go backwards. Now you're behind the sticks, and that play just never seemed to have much of a chance at all.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Tackle made after a big gain. A chance to get right back in this football game. It's first down and goal. That's a design quarterback keeper. And he gets to the end zone. Touchdown, tie.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a third or a fourth later today.
And the PAT makes the lead 11, 35-24. Kickoff team is on the field to move this one away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. And they stop him at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the Nittany Lions offense retakes the field. We'll see if this quarterback can shake off the interception he threw in the last possession. They'll work the clock here with the running game. They'll bring him down just short of the 20.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all three to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
Nittany Lions pick up enough yards to move the sticks. And that's the 2-minute warning. And this offense looking to run out the clock and secure an impressive win here today. First down and 10 now. Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, I like this call here late in the game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. And moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Going for a big play downfield. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Touchdown, Nittany Lions. Still no answer for this offense. That's another passing strike from this quarterback. He is having himself a tremendous ballgame.
Boy, this guy just can't miss. Every single time he throws, it seems like he's coming up with another touchdown. When the receivers are running good routes, he has enough time to throw. And, man, this poor defense, they might want to think about changing up coverage because right now it is not working.
Bringing it out. It's Hill. Tackle at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. At this point, there's not much you can do except play for pride. The pass rush closing in. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve as much clock as possible.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Bringing pressure. That's a safety for the defense.
Wait a second. You're backed up inside your own 5-yard line, and you go with an empty sack. It just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. It backfires here. I think that's a questionable play call, and it costs you 2 points.
The returner brings it out to the 38, and the Penn State offense will take over. 1st and 10.
And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. What a satisfying feeling for this team. Just run out the clock and let the celebration begin. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Marked out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This air attack, no problem moving the ball up and down the field today. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. And he'll set up to throw. Running out of time in the pocket. And it's complete. What a grab by the receiver right near the sideline. And the Nittany Lions line up with a 1st and goal. Movement at the second level of the defense now. Play action fake, looking to throw. Touchdown, Penn State. This one is getting ugly.
So much about speculation on whether or not they're going to kick a field goal or go for a touchdown. They put this ball into the end zone, and they put this game out of reach. What a job by this team and by this offense.
And the PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Quarterback drops back. And now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's got some room and some blockers here. And he steps out of bounds after the interception, and that will be the final play of the game. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.